Welcome to the Candy Coated Podcast, where we serve up a sweet blend of girl talk and enlightened conversations with special guests from diverse backgrounds. From travel, food, to friendships, relationships, and family, we'll explore a wide range of topics with a fresh and unique perspective. Join us on this Candy Coated journey as we tackle important issues and have a little fun along the way. Hi, amigas. Welcome back to the Candy Coated Podcast. This is your amiga, Candy, and Feliz Año Nuevo. I know that when you listen to this episode, it'll already be 2024. And I have a special surprise for you all. I have a special guest today to provide you perspective besides my very own advice. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with today's episode. We have had some of my amigas just continually asking questions about coming from a guy's perspective. And pues, you know, I'm a girl, so my perspective differentiates from what your perspective is. And so let's bring this guy's perspective in 2024 to share what he has to say, what your point of view is. Again, your opinion is not going to be my same opinion. So whatever you feel or you think, there's no right or wrong answer. That's the great thing about being on the Candy Coated Podcast, because you're talking raw. You're maybe sugarcoating a little bit, but it's okay to be raw because everybody here wants to hear authenticity and like honest, because I think that's the best way to go about things. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. So the first question, and I think this is like the most that I think almost everybody wants to know, is dun 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 dun. In your opinion, do men or women cheat more?
Men or women cheat more? That's an interesting question. It's an interesting question.
And the girls want to know, so.
Wow, yeah, y'all, I bet y'all do. I bet y'all do. I tell you what. Okay. So, what I would say is they go head to head, but women tend to hide it better than guys. Us guys, we think we're secretive and all that, but at the end of the day, somos pendejos. And women can tolerate a lot more than us men. And it's just when it gets to that point where they have to do it, we've given them the option. And then we've given them the option, but us men can't take it, honestly. There's some men that will say, nah, yes, or whatever, but nah, in reality, no, we can't.
Once a woman cheats, it's it for them. But when the men cheat, the girls give multiple opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think it has to do a lot with like being empathetic and being a woman and like you feel. And it's like, I think como que a lot of women say, oh, it's their trauma. And like, to be cheaters. And like, I'm sorry, but I do not feel sorry for them or anything like that. Like, either way, I don't feel sorry for the cheater. I think to me, men cheat.
Most of the time when it comes down to that, it's because y'all have had y'all last straw, or y'all just want to get y'all's lick back on most men. When that happens, men can't really take it out.
It's like their ego.
Yeah, yes, it's their ego. And there's at times, I mean, women tend to be more sensitive.
I feel like nowadays, or like society tells men like they can't be sensitive. Like they kind of have to suck it up. Yeah. And
it's true. No, yeah. And I would say women, when you see a guy, you know, a sensitive guy at times, they be in their feelings sometimes, you know, they don't tend to pay attention because it's just, oh, you know, cause like, he's soft or whatever, you know. But it's like, we have to put this tough face on at all times because that's what they want. That's what they want to see now. They don't want a man with emotions or they don't sympathize at times.
Can you give an example of when you had to suppress your feelings and like put a hard face on, or you are always?
I put that hard shell on at times, most of the times, because it's like at times there's no point of explaining to them, how I'm feeling or what I could be feeling. If they're at the end of the day, if we argue anything, they're just going to use it again. So I tend to put that hard shell on because I don't want it to come back to me later on, an argument with them. Cause women tend to use all that little stuff. How can I say it? Just try to express your feelings at times with them. And you're thinking you're opening up and, they're trying to be there for you, making you feel better. And like I said, at the end, if you get into an argument, whatever happens, for them to just use it against you, it's like, what's the whole point of me opening up to you if you're just going to come back and, rub it in my face?
Yeah. I feel como que girls, once they're in a relationship, they're like full on, right? They're like, oh, this is my boyfriend. This is it. But I feel like for guys, they're still kind of like cutting off people. I mean, that's just a perspective I have.
Okay, that's somewhat true. Like we could be cutting off people at times, but we're also trying to see we might have
Option?
No, not options. No. Well, no. Don't listen to that. Not options, just we still need. How's this one? They say a woman is loved unconditionally, but a man is only loved if he's able to provide.
And you think that's true?
And I give it about like a 80%, yeah. Cause, well, I would say this generation coming up is just, if he can't do this for me, or if he can't take care of me, this and that, I don't need him. That's not the type of man I need. And it's like, nowadays, it's not, a relationship should be, it shouldn't be 50-50, right? No, it should be 100 each. I should be committed to each other, trying to help each other out. If one's down one day, the other one should pick up the slack at the moment, and vice versa, and that's what most relationships nowadays don't work out, because they don't want to help each other out in hard times.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. I think that, again, it depends. I feel like I'm not going to say, go 100 like your first week of dating, right?
No, yeah, no. Yeah.
But I think that this generation, or like the generation after us, or like, I think that it's a struggle because they're expecting. I don't think that we're doing the same if we're not willing to cook and clean. And like, I feel like it's very double standard because not everybody wants to. I guess I look at like our parents' generation, and like in my case, my mom has always, cooked and cleaned, and my dad has been the provider. So I think that we think that's reality, but it's like,
no, not everybody's up for that. And I would say as well that if a guy, guy is talking to somebody that has kids, a guy's gonna put up their shell even more, or their how you say, they're gonna put their wall up even higher because they got more to lose at that point. Because if they start talking, they take it, they already like a year together, and it's not just the relationship he's already building up with the girl, it's the relationship that he's already built up with the kid. So, and if anything happens, break up, whatever the reason may be, guys are gonna lose two. How can I put it?
They're losing twice.
Yeah, they're losing twice, not just one. And at that point, men don't have no parental rights over the kid because that's their stepkid.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it nowadays for men, or mass majority men don't. It's not worth it to them because we're gonna lose double. We're losing twice as what we came in with. And for y'all, it's not the same. It's not the same situation.
Do you think it's harder for a girl to like love the other, like the kids que no son de ella? Like, you think it's easy for men to fall for the kid than like the girl?
Absolutely.
Really?
I don't think a girl is able to adapt to a single father than it is from a guy to adapt to a single mother.
You think it's like the drama, the like, why do you think that is? Like, as a man, like, you just like te encariñas with the kid? Like, in your perspective, of course, like.
In my perspective, yeah, nos encariñamos, yeah, because there's certain things that you do, it's just.
So, well, thank you for sharing. And I think that, as y'all hear it, amigas, in his perspective, women are just more secretive. And men don't know how to play it off.
But they go head to head. They go head to head.
Yeah. And it also depends. A lot of people are insecure in their own relationship.
Yeah, it's too many factors, but it's crazy because we're adults now, you know. We're adults. You should be able to just sit down and talk it through, talk it out. And if it's not working out, it's not working out. It's not worth putting each other through a pain or anything like that, because it's fucked.
Well, that's true. So to this, do you think social media plays a part? Do you think that's part of the reason why people cheat nowadays?
I could say so. That it comes into mind because it's another platform where it depends on who you use it to. Depends on how you use it, because most of the days it should be just something you can be in there, you know, post whatever or just have fun with it. But when it comes to a guy in a relationship starts liking a girl's pictures, and as for most women don't like that, you know. It's like, oh no, you shouldn't be liking any other pictures.
So what is considered cheating? Is it full on like you're going out with them, spending time with them? Are you simply texting someone but not hanging out? Like, what is your version of cheating?
My version of cheating. So my version of cheating, yes, it would be sending that text message. That hey, how you doing? Or hola perdida, stuff like that. Sending that first message, that's when it's considered the cheating.
Okay, because I feel like it's a very controversial topic of what exactly is cheating. Yes, I know maybe the definition is different, but to me, yes, I think that once you're texting someone like late at night, you're just texting, hey, how are you? Like, I think to me, like, that's just, and I feel like other people are like, well, they didn't like see each other, or no. I think to me, like, once you send that text message, like, that's cheating. And I think that's why a lot of girls get triggered by that.
No, but yeah, it is that for me. Yeah, for me, it is that first text message to open up, and to other people is even guys and girls sometimes. Well, mostly girls. My bad. Mostly girls would be that. Oh, you like that girl's picture, or like that's it. You know, like you're cheating. No, but and when it comes to that, I think it's more of an insecurity, you know. And also with guys, it's the same thing. There's just insecurity. If you can't be insecure in a relationship, because that's when stuff like that can start. You know, that first message to somebody else, or you know, they start making you feel appreciated at times. You know, if you're doing something right for a long time and your partner doesn't see it, you know, but another person, you know, could see that, oh, you know, you're doing your best and all that. That's where, you know, it starts going off. It's just things that you see on social media, you know, just it could be stupid videos about stuff like that, and when if they have a problem with, you know, with the spouse or everything, they start thinking stuff like that, and they're like, or when they see that a certain person is online or anything like that, it's like, oh, you know, start interacting. If a girl does, vice versa, you know, if a girl doesn't feel like she's getting the attention from her man, you know, in certain things, yeah, of course she's gonna start going onto Facebook, you know, posting certain status, posting certain pictures, certain poses, you know, and that's right there. That's just, it opens a way of just, you know, for guys to send a message.
Opening the door for that.
Yeah, opening the door for them.
And
yeah.
You consider that cheating. She's reciprocating that energy with the guy.
Yes. And vice versa. Same thing with guys. Guys can do the same thing. They start posting statuses as well, or they start posting certain things when they're out and about, or they start engaging, you know, conversations with the girls. That's what it is, you know.
Like when they're like TFTI.
Yes, stuff like that. Yeah, little things like that. Cuando vamos a dar la vuelta, cosas así.
Yeah, no, I think so too, because I think the moment you think about giving the attention to someone else, that's not your special someone, like, I think that's the intention that they have. Even though the physical part isn't there, I think you cheat with your mind, because you're already thinking about, oh, like, let me talk to X, Y, and Z, or let me invite them out, you know, to X, Y, and Z. And I think, to me, like, when you're in a relationship, like, your focus and your attention should just be on, I mean, yourself, but, like, that person is your person.
Absolutely. No, yes. It does start like that. Once you start giving that attention, even thinking, you know, oh, look, let me hit this girl up real quick. You know, it's been a minute since I've talked to her. or let's see how she's doing. Stuff like that, you know, when start engaging conversation little by little, and then from there, you know, oh, hey, let's go out to eat, let's go grab a coffee and stuff like that. Right there, that's when you start that process of, you know, cheating. Because like you say, you are supposed to be giving your fully and undivided attention to your special someone, and there shouldn't be a reason for you to even look for the attention of somebody else.
So I do think the same way that you're talking about. I think women feel the same way because men do the same. Maybe not post like a picture but they're the ones initiating conversation when they know they have someone at home. And it's like, I just think our generation lacks respect, communication. And it's sad because, like I said, we're adults. We should feel comfortable being like, hey, you know what? This isn't working out.
Absolutely.
We have tried it. We have done this. We've gone counseling, whatever the case is, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever steps you need to take. I think that's what lacks a lot of in today's society.
You know, I can change him, or, you know, he's going to change for me this time. It's like, no, that's bullshit. He's never going to change. He's going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Man, it's just, you're putting your mental health at risk when it comes to that. So no, you should let go. Learn to let go. Learn to accept the fact that he's doing it for a reason. And just find yourself, and eventually that right guy will come to you, you know?
So with that being said, do you think guys ever change?
Guys do change.
For worse. No, I'm just kidding.
It happens. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It does happen. Some guys do change for worse. Some guys do change for the better. But when the right girl comes along for a guy, the guy will change, will do the right things. He will put in the effort, where he should have put the effort before. He will understand that that's somebody, you know, that I wouldn't want to jeopardize losing because it could be something great. It's just, a guy knows. Cuando es la indicada. And when he doesn't, he just starts to lash out. Starts to do all that bullshit, you know? Guys can change. They can change. They can't change. It just takes that one little...
So they have to want to change to change.
Yes. Guys will change. Will want to change for that right person.
So do you think girls should give multiple chances to guys, or do you think like if they don't see a change, they should just like let it, you know? Because I feel like sometimes just not just girls in general, but like not just girls, but people in general, like they give multiple chances because they think, oh, they're gonna change. But if they're doing that multiple times, then you're saying they won't change it.
So the thing is, when it comes to that, I think I would say to stand the fact that actions speak louder than words. Not just if you're giving that other opportunity to them, don't just fall for the words. He said this, he said that. No, don't fall for the word. You want action to be shown. You want to see that they're putting their foot in to actually, you know, proceed in the relationship. They're doing things for you and not initially for you, know, but they're doing things for y'all, for, you know, as a couple.
Yeah, I used to think people didn't change till I had met. Like I used to be like, cheater. Well, okay. Do you think cheaters will always be cheaters, or you think cheaters also change?
No, cheaters will not. They will not always be cheaters. There will be a point to when it all comes back. You know, what comes around goes around.
That's how I feel. I feel like, for example, I used to hear a saying when I was younger in high school, like the way you get them is how you lose them. So to me, I feel like cheaters that cheat on their girlfriends will, like that same girl, like the girl that they cheated on with, are going to lose them because they're going to cheat again.
What comes around goes around.
Period.
That's it. Yeah.
So I already know Facebook Instagram, phone, email is going to be blown up with this question from all of my amigas. What makes a cheater change?
Amigas, they're about to be up in that inbox. Yes, definitely. What made me realize, that I've had to do a change, stop doing all that was like I go back to what I said earlier, a guy until he learns how to love himself can't love anybody else. So I had reached a point, where I had to focus on myself, and I finally realized or found the point to where, I'm comfortable with myself. And what I just really want is stability, having a person, there for me when I need someone to talk to, or just to have around, and build something, because I think that's what a beautiful process is, to have that one person achieve certain goals, like get a house or a piece of land, or find somebody that wants to start a business with you. Goals like that is what I'm really aiming for now, and that's what made me realize that, hey, I've had to have made a change if I was trying to find somebody that wants to date.
Okay, so you would say maturing up is what makes a cheater change.
Yeah, maturing, life lessons.
I mean, that makes sense. I always thought that experiences is what made a cheater change, but you're telling me maturity is what made you change. So I really always thought it was experiences that made cheaters change, but now you're telling me maturity is what made you change. But now I'm wondering, because we hear about men that have good jobs, careers, everything that they could wish for, and they're still going out and cheating. Do you think it's maturity plus something else? Or because I'm talking about men that are maybe older and they already have established business, established family, and they're still cheating.
So yeah, it is maturity, and it is, like I said, it is another thing. It's learning how to love yourself, or learning how to love yourself, and the maturity is what's helped me realize what I needed to do. Yes, I understand what you're saying. There's still guys that already have their good jobs, properties, their family, wife that does everything for them, but they aren't truly happy with themselves. They still have trauma that they haven't fixed for themselves, and that they're using that as a way to escape. They're using that as an excuse.
Okay. I mean, I guess I hear it a lot, or you see it a lot, that, oh, like X, Y, and Z cheated on me, and they're like grown ass man. And to be like, I'm like, if you're already mature and living your life, but so you're saying if they don't love themselves, then they're going through that, even though they're old and mature and everything.
Absolutely.
What would you say loving yourself is?
Loving yourself is realizing, what you've done in the past, or whatever's been done to you in the past, except for what I would say is loving yourself. I'm not trying to beat around the question or anything, but I'll just talk from myself. Since I stopped drinking, I've come to realize that, I would start working on myself for me, and I've left a certain different group of friends, to work for myself, actually be with my own thoughts, actually start reaching within myself and thinking of what's been going on, what can I do to make this better, what can I do to improve myself, because I feel like nowadays people tend to be with the group just so they can fill up a space that they feel lonely at times. They're not comfortable with themselves being alone. I don't see most people. Before I couldn't go out, to like I'm gonna go out and eat by myself type of thing, And now it's just I feel more confident just going, like, hey, I don't care that I'll go eat by myself. I'll go to a movie by myself. I do things for me now. And there's people now that they're in groups and they have to be with, they got to go get a drink with somebody. They got to have somebody around at all times. They just can't be with themselves. So it's just they're uncomfortable with their own presence. So I think that's that. What loving yourself is being comfortable with your own presence and being able to, be with yourself.
It gave me a whole new perspective. I've never thought about the being uncomfortable. I think for sure when you're happy, not being dependent so much on someone helps you a lot. Because for me, like, I used to be stuck too, like, oh, I need to be with someone and I need to be constantly. And then I learned to be by myself. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because you have to focus on who you are and what you like before you can even, how are you going to go out and try to meet someone when you're like, well, you don't even know. They're going to ask you, right? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? But like, you don't even know. You have to dig within yourself to be like, okay, this is what I like to do. And also, like, it shows. I think oftentimes it shows when you love yourself because you look like you're glowing, you're putting thought into yourself on how you dress or how you act or how you speak even.
By the thought of other guys or the suggestions of other. So it does play a role with.
So do guys talk about girls or like their problems? Or are guys, because I feel like girls will talk about like.
Okay, I see what you mean. Guys honestly don't tend to talk about the problems. And I see what you mean there. Guys and girls on that, two very different things. Girls, yeah, y'all tend to just get together and, talk with each other, talk about each other's feelings. Guys at points, they don't tend to do that because they feel it could be a vulnerability to them. So it's just, they would rather just goof off or things like that. I think it should be something that, guys should start doing more often. I know there might be some couple groups, they talk about their feelings with their friends, with guy friends and everything, but it's really a small group of men that do that. They have to have a trust within each other to be able to talk stuff like that because you just can't open up to anybody at times.
No, that makes sense. And so before we finish off, what is an advice that you would give to single women out there that are waiting for their special someone? You gave advice to men, right? On loving themselves and pursuing what they want to do and love, and then the right woman will come along. What about girls? What do you think about women that are waiting for their special someone?
Women that are waiting for their special someone, I could say, honestly, would be the same as for guys. Same thing for guys, that about loving yourself and knowing what you love, dealing with your stuff, within due time, just the right guy will show up to you. Stop asking for, like, oh, que me venga el indicado o así. No, just let it flow. Let it go with the flow. And you're gonna realize that at one point when the guy comes that's right for you, y'all girls have instincts. Y'all have y'all's intuition. Algunas veces son tercas para que le hagan caso, But just love yourself and give it time. Give it time, and you'll realize the right guy for you is there for you when he comes to your doorstep.
Thank you so much for your opinions, your experiences, your own perspective, and I hope that our amigas are able to gain some knowledge. And if there's men out there listening to this podcast episode, that they can also learn a lot about you, whether they're cheaters, whether they have been cheating on, or whatever the case may be, that somebody gains something out of this episode. And I just want to thank you. And I wish you the absolute best this 2024 year, that you achieve everything that you said for yourself. And remember that you can do whatever you set your mind to.
Yes, thank you, Candy. Appreciate you for having me. And definitely, so if, like I said, whatever, all the girlies out there, just don't ask for it, just wait for your time. And guys just same thing, man. Don't hold yourself to it that she's not the one for me or she's the one for me. No, just within time it's gonna get there. Yeah, happy 2024. I hope this year you do the same. Likewise, on your achievements, whatever you want to do, everything goes as planned. And we're here.
Hi, amigas. thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at the Candy Coated Podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok as the Candy Coated Podcast, and also visit my website, candycoatedpodcast.com. As always, thank you so much for all the love, the support you gave me, and I hope you have a great day, amiga. Bye.